州市中心，7块钱的热干面，5块钱的胡汤粉，7块钱的小笼包，吃完了，味道怎么样 ？Very good, very delicious 。就是这么一条小巷子，离广州塔特别近，在这个人均消费10块钱就能吃饱的地方，我们解决了早餐。现在准备向展会出发。
其实挺符合我对广州的认知吧，一边是就是那种城中村，然后另外一边然后是商业圈，然后两个就是这种看着不是很相容的这个地方，然后确实特别的相容。而且一边你可能你吃一碗兰州拉面你要20，然后另外一边应该城中村你看是不是你吃碗饭连10块钱都不到，都管吃饱。感觉这就是我对广州的另外一种的认知吧。
我终于知道为啥叫 CIPS 了 ，China International Pet Show。走哪儿啊？
这边。
你确定？走，听老板的。CIPS 展馆主要分为2个大场，1楼是猫猫狗狗之类的传统宠物用品。我们第一天早上过去，看到有好多漂亮的狗狗在展示台上梳妆打扮，应该是有什么比赛之类的。但是我们主要专注的还是水族和爬虫方面，主要是猫狗之类的咱也不怎么懂，所以给大家拍不出个什么名堂。大家来不到现场没关系，可以跟着我的镜头云逛展。我们首先来到水族区，这边大部分是器材厂家，很多养鱼人耳熟能详的品牌，你基本上都能在这儿看到。有很多有趣的产品，从只能满足鱼类生长的基本产品到高端产品，都有不同的厂家展出。这里的展商一般是做 B2B 的。但是如果你作为一个纯玩家来凑热闹，人家也是能很耐心的跟你介绍他们的产品。它这个东西可以抑制藻类的吧？
对，
是什么个原理啊？
它通过这个电，电解水差不多那种原理吧。
啊，但是这个释放到水里面的是什么？
就是电解水的一种物质出来呀。
哦。那水是它不得有个循环，水从哪儿进去，然后从哪儿出来，然后那个藻就被杀掉了，是这样吗？
不是杀藻，不能杀藻，杀藻不可能是杀藻，它是抑制藻类的，
它只能说抑制。
对，起到抑制的效果。
哦，我大概明白了，这个就是电解，然后
对。
然后在里面形成泡泡，因为你这个水啊本身就已经脏的嘛，就那个有机物啊，
就富含一些饲料什么的，对吧？
鱼粪啊那些，还有珊瑚的那些分泌物啊，然后经过这里产生泡泡，慢慢顺势那个水啊堆积上收集杯，然后再出来杯子里面。然后现在我们添加了一个防爆冲功能，防爆冲功能的意思就是说，但凡如果说会爆冲的情况下，然后感应到这个，因为我这个有一定的水位嘛，来到这边临界点的时候，它就会自动暂停这个水泵。暂停水泵的话，那你的水位就会慢慢下去。下去之后，它水泵感应到你水位下去了，再重新启动水泵，那么水再次上来。这个展会可以说是非常的多元化，
很多厂家会展出来一些造景来搭配他们的产品，而且不只是关于水族的器材，甚至是一些园林景观设计方面的公司也有参展。据我的观察呢，也是吸引到了不少外商。我在第3天退出展馆的时候跟别人聊天，听说有个外商一个订单的金额就是3000万美金。当然也有很多呢是抱着学习心态来观展的老外。我觉得能有这么一个平台跟同行业人士交流还是挺好的。不知道我们国内的观众能不能认出来这个人是谁？商家搭配展示的活体状态也是非常好。这是展会第1天早上刚开的缸，水都还没有清，虎皮就已经开始打架了。因为我本身也不是器材党，所以就讲点见到了生物吧。这是一个比较经典的草缸搭配，神仙鱼和群游的宝莲灯，还有几条一眉道人。神仙鱼的身体是非常扁的，显得很轻盈。如果你从正面看，它几乎就是一条线。这个鱼呢，也是人工繁育了特别多代，有很多基因品种。百亿城梁少展出的原生缸，正在抢食的是一款他主推的原生鱼饲料。我们可以看到鬣和螃皮抢食非常激烈，甚至左下角的一条美丽华沙丘都参与到了抢食中。左边石头下面躲的是状体沙丘，还有一条花斑腹沙丘正在往右边移动。这么大的招财猫，我觉得能一口吞得下头顶上那条龙鱼。它的正经名字叫红尾护头长，胸鳍有可能是运输的时候受伤了。这条大家伙叫金木鲈，也叫尖吻鲈，原产非洲，一开始是被作为经济物种引进的，后来在很多地方都变成入侵物种了。现场有好几个比赛，各种各样的观赏鱼比赛，有龙鱼、虎鱼、红鱼、雷龙、孔雀、斗鱼、水晶虾，还有个大学生造景大赛。但是第1天比赛的场地都没有开放，而且5点多就开始清场了，所以我们决定明天再来。
How do you think about this show?
Like fantastic.
Fantastic, right? How many times you been in China?
No, the first time is came in the China.
7 times. Oh, it's
No, first time.
first time. Oh, you think China is good?
Yeah, beautiful country.
Yeah, you eat some local food.
I forgot names. I hate a lot of food.
You hate local food? Okay.
这里印度老哥说的是 I ate a lot of food， 我尝试了很多当地食物，然后我给听成了 I hate local food， 我讨厌当地食物，以为他吃不惯呢。结果当晚在广州吃肠粉的时候，我们发生了更加乌龙的笑话。
今天又吃什么？鸡居肠粉啊！昨天靠奇在这里点了一份鸡蛋猪杂肠粉，结果上了一份鸡蛋肠粉，鸡爪给倒。
今天不能还吃鸡猪肠粉了？
鸡居肠粉啊！广州冷笑话，早餐吃什么？
它没肠粉啊，广东的，就是我们广州的特产啊，虾米肠粉。
我的汤米，
看到没有这个虾米，嘎嘎亮，特别的香。这肠粉拌上这个料，亮啊！
高铁进城。 We went to the aquascaping competition after the Arowana show. There were so many student aquascapers. They all came to compete. Time's limited, so everyone's working quickly. There are so many different styles. Let's stop in with someone for a moment. This girl, contestant number 11. Let's look what she's doing. I wonder what kind of style she's going for. Look at how carefully she picks each twig. Use a little muscle. Ah, I can see what kind of shape she's going for. A tree, maybe? Look at how well she fills the space. The long, delicate branch. She knows she needs to stabilize it. So she adds more rocks and decorates them. That's how you know she's a pro. Almost like they're supposed to be there. Let's check out some aquascapes. 16 built an enchanted pathway underwater. 18 built a mossy cave. 24 built... Oh no, not every aquascape is gonna be a success. Better luck next time. And our contestant 11, a masterpiece. We can see her hard work paid off. She was mindful about every detail in her aquascape, from the smallest twig to the largest rock. Congratulations, contestant 11. A living work of art.
And this is a big deal to me, to be perfectly honest. It's a big deal. This is the definition of the living legend. Significant contributions.
I do this as long as I can remember. No? When my mother took me with 4 to Africa, with 7, 8, 9, 10 to the Amazon.
Go around and show me how many people my age do what I do.
You know, because I think there's a lot of young people entering the hobby today, and even just people that don't know the history.
I had discovered 7,920 fresh and brackish water fish species.
If you own or have ever kept an aquarium, there's a strong chance you've kept one of the fish that Heiko originally found.
There's just so many different types of fish here, and it's crazy because Heiko knows all of them.
Heiko Blair?
Mr. Heiko Blair.
Heiko Blair.
Heiko Blair.
My name is Heiko Bleher, B-L-E-H-E-R. I was born in Germany when Churchill erased Frankfurt under the ground in a bunker, and I have grown up a few years in Germany, then in Africa, then in South America, then around the world. I'm ichthyologist, explorer, filmmaker, photographer, writer, conferencier.
Thank you very much. I'm very honored to be here again and very happy to see the new development in China, especially for biotope aquariums. As you may have seen on the stand over there, they asked me to give a talk about 25 new species I found last November. Maybe some of you know I do average of 10 expeditions every year to most remote parts of the world. And last year it was 11. Expedition in November, I found 150 fish species, but 25 were new. It was in a very, very remote area of Amazon, but in Colombia, where no one has ever collected fishes before. Okay, I mean, I only included this photo for you to understand that I do research also in waterfalls.
他会给大家展示一些视频、照片，是包括他去做研究的一些瀑布。
There are very few, maybe I'm the only one who is doing in freshwater waterfalls research for fishes. It's very interesting for me because I go in waterfalls all over the world and almost everywhere I found a new species. How can he live vertically? It's because he has like 4 feet.
那现在我们就来到亚马逊，这是在哥伦比亚的一个Europari。
Just Indians.
没有白人，全部都是印第安人。
And there were Indians from 17 different tribes. My question, why are these so many Indians tribes at one place in Europari? And I found out that they have every 2 years a festivity where they come from all over the Amazon area to have here soccer, football.
这就是大概一个部落他们在这里临时居住的这个环境。
Every tribe has average of 200 to 300 people. So you can imagine times 17 how many Indians came to this place. So they come here to compete. Soccer, women and men.
然后他问了，他见到了所有的人，这里是否有鱼生活在瀑布里？然后所有人都说没有。
So I scraped the rocks of this amazing waterfall.
我会在这里翻石头去寻找很多东西，在这个漂亮的瀑布。
Every one of the Indians looked at me, they couldn't believe I looked for fishes. And yes, in the vertical areas I found a new species. You can see the fish is very small.
鱼很小，就是大家看那个爪子之间还有很小的一个。
And this is the same as the fish in Angola, but it's a different family, different fish. They also have these legs. You see?
他们可以很轻松的就爬上瀑布激流的地方。
I also found another catfish, Lorica reed.
又发现了一种异形。
And you see there are small fishes. There's always my hand. And even much lower I found this Monkhausia, a tetra.
是一种不常见的灯鱼，直比小型的，也是大家可以通过手去对比。
Some people maybe do not know the genus Monkhausia can be recognized with scales on top of the fin. And I did not find only this one new species in the waterfall, I also found its babies.
然后他又找到了这个鱼的小鱼。
Because these fishes live all their life in the waterfall. They do not live above and they do not live below. All their life, only in the waterfall. This was another small waterfall in this Amazon region of Europari. A small cichlid, genus Equidens.
找到了这种小型的浮雕。
So actually I wanted to show you where this place is. You know this is South America and the green is Colombia and this southern part is the Amazon region of Colombia. It goes into the Amazon.
北部区域，整个这个亚马逊的河网，大家应该也会有所了解，它会。
And Europari is here.
Europari 就在那个建成口的位置。
And there's no white people living there. There's no village, there's no city, there's only Indians. No one in history has researched for fish. So from Europari I went downriver. No one lives there except one Indian village in each. And I just show you photos of one single one where I found 25 new species. There were really, really millions. This is nature. This is
这就是真正的自然，真正原生态造景的真谛。
This is the only species I found that has a name already. It's called Piscosharex weitzmanni, and there were millions in this creek, as you have seen.
在这个溪流里面有成千上万。
Is the genus Mesoclanis?
是 Mesoclanis 属的。
And you can see it adapts to the color of the sand.
你可以看到它和沙子这个颜色是否有这种特别相近的这种感觉。
You can never see this fish underwater, adapted to the color of the sand.
会把自己的身体模仿的和沙子几乎是一模一样。
Even the eyes, everything.
包括它的眼睛，它的眼睛也会有这种沙子的这种感觉，而不是一般的这种瞳孔的这种。对，身上的小黑点也是模仿这个沙子里面黑色的那些小粒。
It's amazing, no?
很神奇，对不对？
Here, even the barbels are adapted.
包括它的胡须上都会有小黑点，也是为了模拟这个沙子。对，OK。那我们今天的讲座就到此为止，好吧？谢谢大家的到来。去赞美他在鱼类探索、鱼类发现等等各个方面的一些伟大的成就。
If you don't know who Mr. Heiko Blair is, and you know there's many newcomers to the hobby all the time, especially in the social media age that we're in. They're coming into high level aquarium keeping, and they're keeping fish like the rummy nose tetra. They're keeping plants like the Amazon sword. They're keeping fish like the cardinal tetra, which we're going to talk about. They don't even understand that the second name in the scientific name, Blairi, is the work of the legendary Heiko Blair.
Heiko Blair's book, Volume 1 on discus.
You know, the generic name in scientific can always be changed. The species name you can never change. That will stay forever. It started with my grandfather in the 19th century, and it went on with my mother in the 20th century, and then I followed the footsteps of my mother. It's always in search for fishes and for plants.
And my grandfather, he already started with this and had the largest ornamental fish nursery and aquarium plant nursery in the year 1900. I mean, that's 122 years ago.
And my aim is, and will never stop, I'm sure as long as I live, always to go to areas where no one has gone before, to do research on aquatic habitats, to find possibly new species. I wrote over 1,000 articles worldwide for magazines around the world, and I have written my first book in 1982, which was translated in 10 languages. It was about discus, and I have my autobiography, which I don't seem to end. So I wonder how big this book is going to be.
My grandfather had 4 children, and my mother was the only one who followed his footsteps. And my mother had 4 children, and I'm the only one following her footsteps. So now I have a daughter, which was born exactly 100 years after my mother, her grandmother. So I gave her the same name. So her name is Amanda Flora Blair, but she's now 12 years, and she has made with me already 6 expeditions. And she wants to do more.
The work that you've done over the past many decades is some of the most vital and important and some of the most significant contributions to the hobby and the industry, and like I say, and beyond, because I think there's a broader environmental mission in what you've done too in your work that's more important now maybe than ever before.
这对儿又是总冠军。
王礼服，咱们现在用的是欧洲 IPGA 那边协会的标准，100分满分要扣体型、色彩、纹路、身围比例，包括为了那个力不力。
这个标准是世界统一的吗？
不是，台湾那边的 AGA， 我们基本上都不去那边打比赛，因为就是他们在。
规则不一样，
对，规则不一样，然后
打着打着就乱了。
对，在规则变了，我们就乱套了。我们饲养的鱼就是适合这种比赛的，不适合另外一种比赛。
像这种人工鱼，它都是一代一代选育出来的。
对对，
有没有什么科技上狠活？
没有，直接这个，比如说你剪尾了，这个我们是都可以看出来的。
哦，那个就算犯规哈。
对，那个是直接DQ 了，就是淘汰的。就有一个什么能改的，能改的只有你的水质，能改变这个尾型。你如果水质不好的话，你这个尾型稀碎，就是养不好这个尾型，你再好的鱼也养不好。然后还有一个就是喂食嘛，就是你
食物的不同种类食物。
你是红鱼嘛，你喂点线虫啦，这个就可以在它在一定的那个月份，你喂那个线虫，它就会那个颜色会红一点。
Hey Dion, you guys still here?
Hey, how are you doing?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm good. So, how are you thinking about this show for now?
Not bad. Maybe not as much of an international feel, but overall it's definitely a good show.
This is a video recording, so you don't mind it?
No, you're gonna be famous.
No, I just have a few hundred fans.
Yeah, I don't know, I enjoyed it very much. Saw a lot of interesting things. I'd say it was successful. Was it? For the most part. Yeah.
Potential.
I mean, we definitely picked up a few interesting new things that we want to look at. So, really excited about it.
Thank you guys so much.
Sure.
Yeah. Enjoy your time.
Yeah. Thank you. Absolutely.
Yeah. See you around.
Good luck for the remainder of the show. Yeah. Thank you.
这个是爬世家展出的班帆蜥，看样子应该是来自苏拉维西岛的西里贝斯斑帆蜥，这是音译的名字哈，拉丁名太长了，我给打在屏幕上。旁边这只呢，我们一般都习惯叫它绿鬣蜥，但是最新的分类学把它给分出来了，叫犀角美洲鬣蜥。这玩意儿是全世界最臭名昭著的入侵物种之一，但是在中国呢，它是2级保护动物。实际上，佛州早在2020年以前就尝试过有计划的去捕杀这个物种了，因为它给当地的生态呢，确实是带来了一定的破坏。至于为什么在中国是保护动物，也不是1、2句话能讲清楚。相信很多观众都明白大概是怎么回事儿。这类的话题不是特别好讲，以后有机会的话，我专门出个讲这类话题的视频。在原产地南美洲，这是一种当地的食材。它变成入侵物种的主要原因还是宠物贸易。大型蜥蜴里适合做宠物的还真不多。展出来的这只看起来就比较温顺。你看小姐姐拿着蜥蜴笑得多开心啊！这条是翠青蛇，这种蛇特别胆小。你能想象一条蛇的主食是蚯蚓吗？那就是这种蛇了。人工饲养它还是比较困难的，经常是没有任何预兆，忽然就暴毙。
他吃的老鼠跟他吃的老鼠应该大小不一样。对对对，看那是看体型嘛。你说它如果长得大的话，你会给老鼠大一些。到网上淘宝上买。这个叫什么？白化。然后像华鼠是杂食的，它一般它鸡仔、鹌鹑都会吃。那个是。那个可以看一下吗？可以可以。你问一下他，要是蛇有个什么
白化的华鼠蛇，华鼠蛇在很多年前就被开发成经济物种。疫情前是有很多养殖场的，我在两广地区的菜市场偶尔也能看得到。据说是一种很好吃的蛇，反正我是没试过。
所以那个碳水化应该可以。你把那个袋子给我放一下。我点个盒子给你。哎，好。然后你要干的话，你看一下。还要尝过来。我有干的，我炒了一只。多久？对，受伤了。1周左右。没有。最近这种很少。他们藏得很小的地方，我觉得这种东西藏在那些阴暗阴凉的地方。嗱，你雙手捧啦，雙手。咦，佢呼吸啊，好得意啊，縮一縮下。一定睇場，有啲人有正嘅床嘅呢啲。嗱，夠唔夠啊？好啊。啊，周月凡先上，唔緊要。兩隻手要托住喎。嗱，唔好跌落地啊！放鬆，放鬆個膊頭。呢度，擺隻手嚟試下咧。試下唔怕話，嗱。擺好隻手得㗎啦。係啊，嗱，好似魚飯咁，唔好喐。你擺好就得㗎。突破下自己嘅心理關，睇下嘅。嗱，魚飯都咁，冇理由你唔夠膽㗎。嚟，嗱，交接儀式嚟啦，雙手奉上。就咁擺住得㗎，就咁。嚟啦，你確定我？嗱，周凡要交俾第二個㗎啦喎，你唔試？唔得，佢唔制。唔制啊？咁下一次啊，你。俾翻個叔叔啦。嗱，你交接俾邊位小朋友啊？要交接俾邊個？哇，咁犀利啊！哇，好叻啊你！你有冇想摸呀？摸一摸佢。你俾我手機。咁就講話有得摸，有得摸啊！手機擺啦。犀利喎！呢個做法。唔好意思。好，唔好話樣。最煩呢度。好，佢睇下。得啦，唔好搞佢。哎呦！ 嗱呢邊兩個手托住喎。
哎呦哎呦哎呦！
輕啲輕啲輕啲，唔使驚嚇。
好，交接完。
交接完。
他都不怕，你这么怕？
这手感不错。
真没事，你摸它没反应的。你看，就是那个手刺的一个。
好像玩具。是呀。我不是，太可怕了。
Next one，下一个。
你们去感受一下。哇，真的不错。你看那个。
没有下一个了吧？
在这里站到下班。
传到场外去了。没有传到外面，场外去。
人家传到隔壁摊了。
你说他心里想的啥呢？
他真的好软，要给他录像吗？给他录他张开眼睛，
心里瑟瑟发抖，这么多外星人。下一个。真的传到外面去了。
我在享受，要不摸一下那手感，就有点刺刺的。好帅，还有个性，可以摸到下面的人。
别吧，不要吧。
然后摸一下试一下手。
会咬人吗？轻摸。
会啊，咬的很轻而已。
有生气的应该会咬人。那手感好特别。
突然拿起来飞起来。
要好看，是。腰上来，腰板，真的刺刺的，跟我想的没啥区别。谁家的宝贝？我不是，我是游客。
放回家，那你们有没有买？
没有人想接受。
这里。
这是
别去玩。
好，
正常
直接放回去。
正常嗰間冇咁貴，就呢個特殊啲啊，即係個體表現佢。
又唔係嘅，即係話睇情況睇大細、公乸、啲檔。